First alert for you here tonight. Deputies are now investigating after 3 people were found dead inside a Spartanburg County home. It happened this morning on Maryland Perry Lane off Reedville Road. Now this is in the Spartanburg County part of Greer. And that's where we find our very own Dana Winter for us live on scene with much more this evening. Dana.
Well, Justin, the scene just clearing a little while ago, but now you're actually able to get a better look at the house now that the cars are out of the way. I'm going to step out of the way so you can actually take a look down Maryland Perry Lane and see the house that we're talking about here. Now, everything out here started around 11:30 this morning. That's when the sheriff's office says a neighbor called. They called for help, frankly, saying that, they needed deputies to come out here. There was a language barrier, we were told, but once that was addressed, deputies went inside of the home here on the lane. They found 3 people dead inside. The agency says there's no threat to the public, but they do say that there will be more information, like the names of those people who were killed inside of that house. That'll be coming later. Now, the coroner's office and the sheriff's office are working together on this investigation, but we can also tell you the sheriff's office says there were other people who lived at the house, other residents of the home who were not at the home when this incident happened, but they were actually at school at the time. That's all of the information that's being released about this right now. It's a very sensitive, very emotional situation out here this afternoon. We've seen neighbors hugging each other, comforting each other in any way that they can. We saw Sheriff Wright out here earlier this afternoon. He said this is just sad. It's one of the most tragic, horrific things he's seen in his years in law enforcement. And so there is still a lot of information to come out here. I know there are a lot of questions about what's going on out here, but it's just a very tragic situation, Justin. And of course, as the sheriff's office releases those details, we'll let you know here on air and online on foxcarolina.com. Reporting live in Spartanburg County, I'm Dana Winter for Fox Carolina News.
And Dana, you mentioned that it's sensitive, it's tragic. You heard from the sheriff there briefly. He's been in law enforcement for a long time, so for him to say that, that is significant as well. What else have you been able to see from that community? Because we know, you can clearly see there are a lot of homes nearby.
Well, Justin, we spoke with one of the neighbors who was walking his dog. He told me this is a really tight-knit community. All of these neighbors really know each other. So when something tragic like happened on the lane happens, they all know, they all feel, and they all comfort each other. We saw some of the neighbors, like the neighbor who we spoke with who was walking his dog, walk on over and talk to some of his neighbors, just kind of comforting them during this difficult time, not only for just everyone who lives by, not just the neighbors who live directly next door. He actually lives around the corner and down the street. So that just kind of really speaks to just how well connected this neighborhood is, and really the sad emotions that we've seen out here in the hours we've been here this afternoon.